Galfrey leans on her sword, firmly. There is a pensive look in her eyes as the rush of combat dies away. I need the truth, my queen. The way you sent me into the abyss raises some questions.
I've been expecting this. This is no time or place for confessions. On the other hand, any fight on the streets of this cursed city could be the last for either one of us. It is better that I open my heart now than later regret not saying what I should have. I have seen many more years than any human is supposed to. I have lived through one lifetime, then another. And all this time, I have been more of a symbol than a living person. Two words, duty and destiny, fused with my blood, serving as my spine and bones. I forgot how to think outside these notions. You awakened the first human emotions I had felt in a long time. And those emotions were jealousy and fear. Yes, jealousy of one who robbed me of my status as the living symbol of the Crusades. I admit it. But fear was the greater force. Fear of the strange power that did not seem righteous to me, even though everyone insisted that it was. I sent you into the abyss because I did not know what else to do with you. But I hoped, and I think I still do, that you could become our salvation instead of our undoing. And even though this hope still lives, I must be frank with you, Commander. If you turn out to be a greater evil than the demons, my next crusade will be against you.
She looks you straight in the eye, meaning every word. I can't wait for that momentous day. As for now, should we maybe deal with our enemies from the abyss? Yeah, let's go with that.
I can see you are determined to walk your path into darkness. If so, do not count on my aid after our return from Iz. This is the last battlefield where we stand as allies.
How did the Crusades fare in my absence?
Not badly enough to be called a disaster, and not well enough to offer hope. It is as if everything simply shuddered to a halt. So I decided to try to move the sleeping avalanche by bringing my forces here.
So the Lich already decided to kill her before this conversation started, of course. But the fact that, one, she intends to turn against him, even though she completely screwed up all of his gains and has basically done nothing. And then two, she is so arrogant that she can't even call what has happened a disaster, even though the Lich and anyone else can clearly see she has squandered all the gains the Lich created. Why have you come to Iz, and what is it you're trying to accomplish?
This was a desperate push. A desperate attempt to try to change something in this everlasting war. I would not say it was completely aimless. My arcane specialists have long since theorized that fully resolving the matter of the wound would only be possible in its very heart. But we had never come close enough to eyes or threshold to study them thoroughly. That is why I am here, a mad old queen on her last crusade.
Don't blame yourself, Your Majesty. You're not mad. You're a smart woman no matter how you look at it. Turning down such an opportunity, now that would have been foolish.
Evil. Attack. Your era has ended. Mine is just beginning.
Goddess, please don't leave me now. I will fight to the last.
How's that work? She's clearly not alive. I'm so confused. Oh, does she have some sort of regeneration? Immunity to paralyze? She is not nearly the... Is this lad... Wait. Did I see? No, I didn't see last... Oh, she does have last stand. Once per day, you become like... For 2 rounds, you are immune to damage that would make you... This is the problem. There we go. Now she's dead. That's weird. Because unless they changed things with the patch, you were able to choose the full 10... mythic options that you would be able to choose with any party member. So it's weird that they gave her last stand. But then if you actually recruit her, I believe she comes as a blank slate. All right, whatever. Anyway, moving right along. The Queen's lifeless body lies at your feet. Death has sharpened the noble features of her face. The fearless warrior looks small, helpless, and frail, despite her bloodied, dented armor. Evil requires Lich mythic path. Bestow the gift of unlife upon her majesty. The body starts twitching convulsively, its gray face twists in a grimace of pain. Suddenly, its features go rigid, and a pale ghost rises from the fetters of lifeless flesh. The Queen screams in agony as she is reborn. Her shriek resounds through the air, a wail full of pain, anguish, and hatred. Galfrey's disembodied spirit hovers above her body, looking at you with terror and confusion. The Queen's beautiful features begin to shrivel and wither with age. Wrinkles crease her flawless skin, her lips become thin, and her hair fades to wintry gray. Your mythic power has taken hold of Galfrey. Like a vampire ravaging its prey, you drain her of the magic that keeps her young. Your touch lays waste to her beauty and destroys her soul. She no longer looks like a young maiden. Instead, you see her true appearance, a withered hag who has been waging war against the demons for over a century. Her eyes were once as blue as a robin's egg, but now they burn crimson. Her voice trembles with anger and resentment. What have you done to me, Professor Snape? I am the blade of my goddess. How could she let this happen? I lost a bunch of items. Unholy necrotic heavy crossbow, leather armor, and potion of shield of faith. Interesting. How do you feel now that you've been resurrected? The warrior frowns. I have changed. It feels like there was once a hearth in my chest, but now the fire has gone out and only ashes remain. I feel redeemed, free from the burden that had been bestowed on me along with my crown, free from the oath I swore to my goddess, free from the knightly vows. Now only two desires remain, to serve you and to kill demons. The Queen grimaces and her voice is as hard as tempered steel. Yes, my desire to kill demons has only grown stronger. I want to watch them suffer. I want to hear their screams of agony. I want these invaders to choke on their own blood. I want their skulls to shatter. I want to utterly destroy them. It is strange. I never allowed myself to hate so fully and completely when I was alive. I held myself back. I kept my emotions in check. Did death liberate me? Or did it turn me into a dark and spiteful being? I do not care. I have become vengeance, a blade for you to wield. I wonder how Iomedae will react to her favorite champion's new appearance. Surprisingly, your remark does not seem to anger Galfrey. Her ghostly lips twist into a smirk. If the inheritor truly considered me her loyal servant, she would have interfered and saved me from this fate. But it looks like the Crusaders are little more than 10 soldiers to Iomedae. We are waging a holy war in her honor. We are dying with her name on our lips, but she doesn't even grace us with her presence. She ignores our sacrifice. So be it. The chivalric code states that an oath sworn to an unworthy sovereign dishonors the vassal in equal measure. I hereby renounce the oath I made to Iomedae and proclaim she is my patron no more. You are no longer a queen. You are my soldier now. Galfrey kneels without hesitation. So be it. I was always afraid that I'd die without seeing our triumph. You have rid me of this fear. Now lead me to victory. Go to my ziggurat in Dresden. As you wish, Master.